But will people still see you playing in the streets in 10 years from now, 5 years from now?
I hope so. I hope so. It's something that I've talked about with my manager and everybody I work with, is that just because it gets bigger, I don't want it to change. I think how we do it with the busking and the intimacy and, you know, trying to answer everybody on Facebook and all of this kind of stuff, I want to keep on doing all of this stuff as long as I can, you know.
And what are their thoughts on this?
So,
what's your manager's thought on this? He shares that with you?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we're good friends, and he's managed me since the band broke up and it was a disaster, you know, when I was playing to 6 people in London. So he's as excited as I am about everything that's going on, and I think we both share a kind of similar vision as to what this should be and how it should go, hopefully.
Well, now, earlier this year you released your album, and yeah, it has become quite a success. Why do you think now that here people are so into it, do you think? Is there an explanation for you?
I think, you know, obviously touring with Ed and having that kind of exposure puts you in the limelight slightly. But I also think with music, especially this kind of music, it's not, you know, on the radio and a smash hit and then it's gone. It's a slow build. You know, you look at Ben Howard or David Gray or Damien Rice, all of these dudes, it's not an overnight success. It takes time, and you start by almost convincing people one by one. You know, with busking, you're almost saying, hello, I'm Passenger, this is what I do, please come on board, you know. But you do that for long enough, and the fan base starts to grow, and before long, with Facebook and Twitter and everything else, it just starts to spread. And I think as a musician, if you put out good records, if you play well live, and if you just work hard, ultimately that will kind of culminate in something, you know?
Yeah, well, I think an important part of your music is also your lyrics. What is one lyric, if you have one or can tell one, that's really one that you want people to pay attention to? Maybe it's all, but if you have to raise maybe one subject or one song.
I think there's a song called I Hate, which is on my new album, and it's funny, and it's you know, because I think singer-songwriter music can be very serious and very, you know, and, you know, so it's a cool song because it's kind of funny and taking the piss out of X Factor and lots of different things. But there's a verse in it about, I think the lyric is, hate magazines aimed at insecure teens that make 10-year-olds race to grow up. And then it talks about anorexia and eating disorders. And I think, I don't know, it's cool to be able to relate these topics. If you're in the position to, and especially on this tour when you're playing to quite a young female audience a lot of the time, that's felt like a really special moment on this tour, because you can really give those lyrics to them and hopefully in a small way help 15-year-old girls going through all of that bullshit. I should look like Kate Moss and I should be this big. And hopefully those lyrics, I don't know if it does, but
would be a nice side effect.
Oh, amazing, yeah.
Yeah, because yeah, your lyrics seem to be quite reflective in a way. Is it all about you, or do we have to see it broader?
Definitely broader. I mean, I think there are definitely some songs that use personal experience, but so many of them are stories, you know, either of people that I've met or you know, with the busking, it's funny because you end up spending a lot of time in town centres all over the world just watching people, because you're just playing your songs and just looking around, and the amount of things that you see and that you pick up and that you observe, it's just endless material for songs.